the Joe Budden podcast. The Joe Budden podcast.
Oh, the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Joe Budden podcast basically is what it is. He decided not to do it because one of the people that were on the show determined or dated one of his ex.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't want to do the show for that reason.
So do you think he's afraid of being exposed? I mean, do you think that that's part of it?
I do believe that he was afraid to be exposed. I think Umar does not put himself in positions where he's caught off guard and made to be. And he said this on one of the other podcasts. He will not put himself in a position. His image is really important to him, but he wouldn't put himself in a position to be caught off guard.
Okay, I mean, if you claim to be a great scholar, a great debater, you should be able to go anywhere and debate anybody about anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I couldn't hear him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, Dr. Umar is really good at speaking. So, if he's afraid to go on podcasts, if he's afraid to go out there, I mean, that really doesn't speak to his, his persona that he's putting out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think he does a great deal of prep work before he goes on to these podcasts.
I mean, as he should.
I don't know. I know that he is a considered a good orator, but I don't know what that process is. So, like if it's off the top of the head, based off of their own research, is it their own, material? I don't know. I've heard a lot of things that he said. I've heard it on a continuum, but I've also heard it in other spaces. So I don't know how organic it is.
Okay, did he ever seek your advice about anything else?
Say it again.
Did he ever seek your advice about anything else?
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff. One thing with Umar is that he does not read rooms well. He used to ask a lot of things in regards to tact. He asked me about his, I think it was his aunt passing. If I thought that it was a good idea for him to get security. I think that he has a trying relationship with his family. Matter of fact, I know that he does because his nephew came out and spoke on that. I don't think that he has a very good relationship with his family at all, and I think that he wanted some insight on how he would deal with it. But he doesn't always take your advice. I've also had to speak with him about Anissa coming out. Some stuff was unsolicited. I just gave it to him because at 50 years old, you should have had this given to you, and you're not using it. Either you don't know it or you're not using it. So I've spoken to him about that. He's come to me about advice with his mother's care, her care team. He's had issues with a councilwoman that's up in Delaware. I'll be posting those receipts. I can't remember what her name was, but he's had issues with navigating those waters. He just doesn't do well with interpersonal, he doesn't do well with people.
That's really interesting considering that he's a psychologist. My dad's a psychologist, and that's one of the things he was really good at, was dealing with people. So
that's enough. I think that is what throws people off.
Yeah.
Because he's not the only psychologist that I know, and I've actually asked them their opinion on him, and they have different. Trying to choose my words, but they have different opinions on what possibly could be going on with him. But there is some mental health issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, because listen, we had an interview with his daughter. She's very smart. She's very sweet, but she's fighting some stuff. You know what I mean? So she has some problems, and I think he has the same problem she has.
Yeah.
Yes, I do believe that is. I believe that you are right, and I feel like he can't help her, even from a clinician standpoint, with that.
Right.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have those tools to give her.
Yeah. I mean, he shouldn't.
I asked him to allow me, and I know this is crazy, but I have a lot of texts where I'm asking him to let her come with me or come down to me, because no one knows who she is here. And I could help her out a lot, because she needed someone.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, especially with going through her mental health. I wouldn't be even on the rant that he went on that went public, his response to what is going on with her is to make her sit down and get a book. You know, he has no concept that this girl has some things that are going on with her, and education is not going to fix it, as it did not fix yours. You know what I mean? So you have, he's not able to understand that.
Yeah.
So
and for that reason, I don't feel like he's safe around children.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did you meet his daughter in person? Have you ever
I've
met?
never met her, but
Okay.
I have watched a lot of things that are going on with her. We have the same zodiac sign. I have texted her, a couple of times. I didn't want to get it. I didn't want her to feel like I was trying to, and the same reason why I never came out about him when she came out, to even just to back her up and give her support, because I didn't want to take away from her time.
Yeah.
That was very much needed, her reconnection with her father, or just stepping out and saying, I'm here. But I haven't gotten a chance to meet her, and talk to her on a lot of levels, and then I was unsure about boundaries with that.
Yeah.
His mother's a little bit different, because that is something that has to do with she's in immediate danger, and Anissa has been in the same situation, but she that's just a very, very fine line. Just approaching her, I felt like she would need to. I could make myself available, and she would have to make that move on her own.
Okay.
But I think I do think this. I don't know if she understands that her father, though he should, is not able to, he's not capable of showing up for her in the capacity that she needs him to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's that's hard for children to understand, about their parents when that and that happens probably more frequently than we'd like it to. But yeah.